Speaking of Point Across, you had a recent project live at New News. Now, for those of you who haven't heard Live in the News, this is probably the surprise of the Zydeco Nation. I mean, this CD came out of nowhere. When I first heard it, I was completely blown away. You know, I had to kind of listen to it over and over because the music sounds modern. It's old school. So you're wondering if if you didn't notice this guy right here, you think he was like a very older, experienced Zydeco musician and Creole musician, but he's actually quite young, and so that CD was awesome, man. Could you tell us more about Live in New News?
Well, the CD, we had to do a CD, and what I decided to do was just go to New News and do something live. It was just on the whim. I called up, the band, all of my friends, family, and people came out, and we did the CD live at New News. Mitch Reed, Blake Miller, they twin fiddle. Now that's a theory that came from Mr. Nolan Simeon, old Creole musician in the Lawtell area. The twin fiddle and stuff, and so I had two of the better fiddle players in the area on the CD, and I mean it just worked out. We just did it like a regular show. We didn't play in anything.
You did it Creole style. You had family and friends and all those people that cared about you there.
Yeah, cooked a big pot of red beans and just let it go.
Okay. So what's next for Joe Hall and Louisiana Cane Cutters?
Well, we're planning on going in the studio. We got some real good material. I mean, stuff that my grandfather used to do and stuff like that. I mean, the thing that we take pride in is it's always a tension, with something new and something old. It's always pulling one way or the other.
Right.
And so that's what that's what the drive is. We're pulling one way or the other. We don't want to do what's new. We don't want to do the rap and the R&B. So we pull into the old, but at the same time, we want to give people something to dance to.
Right. So you're pulling, but you're always moving forward.
That's right. That's the goal.
Okay. Well, we're definitely looking forward to that new CD in particular because of the Zydeco Cajun and Grammy category. We think that from what I heard from Live in New News, I'm looking for something special for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody would love to win a Grammy. Everybody would love to win a Grammy, but I just don't want to put my culture to the side.
Right.
In the sight of winning a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep my music Louisiana music.
Okay.
Now, if I'm noticed or blessed one day to win a Grammy, man, I'd love to do that.
On top of that, not only is he talented in Zydeco Nation, the brother's pretty humble.
Well, you gotta be. You gotta be. You know what I mean? I remember as a kid, my grandfather would take me to his dances and stuff like that, and he'd make me sit down and watch what was going on and stuff like that. And I'd see him, man. He'd speak to everybody. He'd walk around and speak to everybody and talk to everybody. Everybody was his friend. And you got to be like that. You want people to come out and have a good time. And at the same time, you want to play something for everybody. If I see a certain person standing around, whether it be black, white, Spanish, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I have a song in my repertoire that I can give them that can bring them back to where they come from. And that's what Louisiana is all about. It's just a big melting pot.
Okay, well, there you have it. Now, if anybody in the Zydeco Nation wants to find you on the web or email you or book you, how can they get in contact with you?
Well, as of now, you can contact me by email, and it's all in lowercase letters, Joseph Hall, that's with 2 H's, 75@yahoo.com. And you can always hit me on Facebook and stuff like that. The cell phone number is area code 337-780-1769.
Okay, well, thank you, Joe Hall. And, I thoroughly enjoyed the Louisiana Cane Cutters. And if you want to see more from Joe Hall and Louisiana Cane Cutters, log on to www.ZydecoOnline.com. It's Rod Sias representing the Zydeco Nation with ZydecoOnline, signing off.